Everyone needs to be ready. When God created everything, God said, "It is good." And God put God's own image in all the things that walk on the earth. In the midst of the creation, there was a wonderful garden. It was God's garden. Everything was there, but everything was so close that it was all together. God was with the rocks and the plants and the animals, and they were with God and each other. All the people were also in one person, who was called everyone, or in their language, they called him Adam. Eve was also there. She was always there, for she came from Adam. She and Adam were a kind of Adam-Eve. In the middle of the garden, there grew 2 trees. God told Adam and Eve that they should not eat the fruit from these 2 trees. One tree was about differences, and one tree was about forever. And if you ate the fruit of the tree of differences, you would know about differences. And if you ate the fruit from the forever tree, you would live forever. Now the serpent was more clever than any of the creatures the Lord God had created. And the serpent suggested to Adam and Eve that they taste the fruit from the tree of differences. And so they did. Adam and Eve ate the fruit from the tree of differences, and things fell apart for them. They became Adam and Eve. The differences between them and God also came apart, and the difference between good and evil also came apart. God called for Adam and Eve, and they hid, but God found them. They didn't know how to be with God, with all of the differences. The differences were evil and good, close and far, high and low, people and God, Adam and Eve, and there were many more. After the differences, there was good that came about. Adam and Eve were now able to take things apart and put them back together. They were like creators, almost like God. They couldn't create something out of nothing, but they could create something from the differences. After the differences, Adam and Eve could not go back to when everything was all together in the garden. They had to move on and go forward, and so they did. God told Adam and Eve to leave the garden. An angel and a sword was drawn at the edge of the garden so that Adam and Eve could not go back, but only go forward. God went with Adam and Eve on their journey so that they could be the best creators that they could be, and so that they could be with God in this new way and stay one with God. I wonder what part of the story you liked best. I wonder what part of the story is the most important part. I wonder what part of the story is about you, or what part are you in the story? Or what part do you play in the story? I wonder if there's any part of the story we could take out and still have all we need.